Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and today is a Face Mask Fridays video. Our mask this week is by Glam Up. It's a nourishing acai berry one. So we'll try this one out. And then this week we are talking about the book that I'm reading. I haven't done a book one in a little while. I've plowed through a bunch of books, so I figured that would be kind of a fun thing to do this week. So, as always, we start with our wipes. I hope everyone is doing well. Now I haven't done a ton of Face Mask Fridays videos this month, just because I have read a ton of books this month, and I didn't want to do just books, even though I'm an avid reader and that's part of my YouTube channel too, but I didn't want to just do a book every single week, so yeah. Gonna scrub her face. It is cold, or has been cold, and will continue to be cold. Trying to fight off the winter blues here. December was kind of a traumatizing month too, so trying to fight off the winter blues and reading through my TBR bookshelf. Recently, I decided that I was going to switch around my bookcases, and I literally now have one bookshelf that has all of my to-be-read books on it, so that way when I need something new to read, I literally just read it off that shelf. And that is one of my goals for the year, is to not do any rereads of anything. Well, I think I did technically do a reread, but it was a book I read in high school. I get stuck on stuff, or I get into a reading slump, and then I always end up rereading certain series and stuff. So this was kind of a way for me to not only see what needed to be read in my, make sure I get this nose piece before I stick it on there, not only to see what I needed to read, but also to kind of hold myself accountable. And I wasn't just buying books and then not reading them, if that makes sense. I know if you're, an avid reader or really avid of anything, you tend to kind of buy a lot of it and then trying to make sure that you use it up, definitely. Cold. Can definitely be challenging. So it's kind of a fun way to hold myself accountable this year in my book reading and just only read stuff off of my TBR bookshelf, so that way I wasn't just going, oh, what do I need to read, or standing there for 20 minutes trying to figure out what I was going to read and then just rereading stuff I've already read. That part again, mask is on. So yes, figured it was kind of a fun challenge and a fun way for me to get some of my books read up this year, and I wasn't just rereading books. I wasn't just rereading stuff because I was in a slump, and I was actually getting some of my books read. The plan for them after I'm done reading, if I don't think I'm going to reread it, is to put it in the book box that I usually keep in the trunk of my car for our free little libraries in the area, so that way if somebody else wants it, because if I'm not going to read it again, there's no point in keeping it. So the book that we are currently reading, Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste NG. This was one that my best friend gave me because she had 2 copies and she is also reading it at the same time. So it says on the back, I don't know if you can see, but Says, in Shaker Heights, a placid, progressive suburb of Cleveland, everything is planned, from the layout of the winding roads to the colors of the houses, to the successful lives its residents will go on to lead. And no one embodies this spirit more than Elena Richardson, whose guiding principle is playing by the rules. Enter Mia Warren, an enigmatic artist and single mother who arrives in this idyllic bubble with her teenage daughter Pearl and a disregard for the status quo that threatens to upend this carefully ordered community. Suspicious of Mia and her motives, Lena is determined to uncover the secrets in Mia's past, but her obsession will come at an unexpected and devastating cost. Little Fires Everywhere explores the weight of secrets and the nature of art and identity, the ferocious pull of motherhood, and the danger of believing that following the rules can avert disaster. So, I'm not very far into this. I am only 76 pages into it because depression has been kind of kicking my butt this week, but I really like it so far. It gives off very Stepford vibes, like everything's very prim and proper and neat and stuff. So it starts off with Elena Richardson's youngest kid starting a fire, and then it kind of backtracks, like goes back through the story of like how the house burns down. And so it's very interesting to see like Mia and her daughter move in and going through like not only the tenant relationship between all of them, but like her daughter becoming friends with the Richardson family and like how that's developing. And yeah, very, very Stepford Wives vibes to it. They just went to Mia's daughter and a couple of the Richardson kids just went to a party, and so seeing that also, because Mia and her daughter move around a lot, and so Mia's daughter was not really like a normal teenager, and so seeing her kind of do normal teenager stuff and how Mia is reacting to it is also kind of interesting as well. As I said, I'm not very far into this book, only about 76 pages, 76 pages, excuse me, and it's pretty interesting. I would definitely recommend it so far. The last book I was reading was really not that good. I was pretty sorely disappointed. There's only a few pages in, but the writing was really awful. I was just like, yeah, this isn't gonna end well, so I just put it in my book box. But as always, I appreciate you watching my videos, and I hope you have a great day.